Y'all already know what time it is. South by Southwest 2025 vlog is here. Come along as I take you for a full South by Southwest 2025 experience where we see many top artists, run into a bunch of the boys, do some interviews, run through some trucks. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Man, back at y'all again today, man, with another video. So we're on our way to one event now. We definitely caught that one live. So last year I was actually in line when the band pulled up on us, but it looks like this year we walking up with the band. So right behind the band, man, we got in there and went straight to the Hook'em House to start off the day with the first activation. Now the Hook'em House has been held at Antone's the past couple years. Of course, it is sponsored entirely by the University of Texas at Austin. Hook'em Horns, man, Austin, Texas, that's the team to go for. You already know. These activations are always sick. They always give back to their fans, and they have a ton of concerts. They have free merch and even free drinks. And check out this bust down armadillo. He was posted up on the table there, man. He was mogging. Similar situation as last year, where you get to do a custom cap, add a patch to it. So yeah, similar pop-up, and you also have a white option. It's the white one for sure.
All right.
And man, we gotta get the Bevo logo, man.
Silhouette here.
Gotta do it.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, it's always a great pop-up. We appreciate y'all every year, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, boss. Alrighty, thank you so much, man. So a great activation as every single year here at Antone's for the UT House. Check it out, man. We're down here on Dirty, and look at it, bro. The streets aren't closed off, just like you know. New Austin times, it's different, bro. So the very next step was to link up with that boy Hoser. He's the only one I know who be out there day in and day out making the most of South by, just like your boy. Now I ran into him over here at the Blue Dot Creators Lounge for Sxsw. Now this was a sick event. They had an open bar, they had free food, a lot of different creators in a like-minded environment where you can network and reach out to other people, possibly even pursue collaborations. It was a great event, and we really appreciated Sxsw for throwing that. Oh, he chose you, Hoser. Play with them, bro. Play with them. Ah! Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you guys could tell as soon as we walked out of there, things got a little crazy. We were first greeted with an emotional support robot dog that I was able to convince that boy Hoser to play with. The other person that was there that the dog tried to interact with was extremely scared. Next off, we went straight to Tennessee House. Tennessee House has a great activation every year, usually posted up at the Electric Shuffle. They give out a ton of merch, a ton of free drinks. They have a bunch of panels showcasing their innovative technology and their different breakthroughs that they've made in community advancements in the state of Tennessee. All right, man, so it's just about time now. I got a little bit of a line. IDs first? Yes. So I decided to end off the first day right here at Xsw. It's right next door to Stacks, and they always are a slept on, underrated pop-up. You saw that I was the first person in the door, and within about 15-20 minutes it was a packed house and a great way to end the night. Alrighty guys, well, it's another beautiful day, and we're out here at South by once again. Long nights make for late starts. The first stop of the day was the Museum of Art, sponsored by Whataburger. Now this event is always a great one. They showcase a lot of original artwork, and you gotta remember Whataburger was originally founded right here in Texas. It just recently went mainstream, so you gotta love to pop up and support the original vendors. Also, I don't quite know what was going on here, but if y'all guys know, let me know in the comments down below, because they were filming that taxi with like an old school Porsche and a Econoline van. What was going on? It was double police escorted, so they were definitely up to something. Right after that, I saw this RWB Porsche Look how wide this bad boy is. That is a big wing. We haven't seen an RWB since Japan, so it was sick to see it right here at the hometown. This year for South by, there were a lot of new activations that weren't here on the previous years. And one of those specific activations was Gordon's Fish and Shrimp. Now, they were specifically highlighting their shrimp. I don't think I saw any fish products other than the shellfish, being the shrimp, of course. Right across from that, they did have a Flicka candy pop-up, which is actually a Swedish candy company, and I was surprised. Those candies were pretty good. Right around the corner from that is Tennessee House though, so after that I had to go grab me a quick little bite to grub on before I went on to continue the drinks. Now, this was an exclusive creators mixer that I got invited to because of the content creation that I do. And from there, on the way to the Dell experience, I was greeted with a couple of Bloom energy drinks. These are pretty good. I think I get them almost every single year. They hand them out here at South by. A lot of different pop-up vendors will go ahead and showcase their product here, like you're seeing with Dell. The Dell experience offered a laid-back environment with even some gaming PCs, so you could get down and lock in if you wanted to test out some of the Alienware products they have to offer. Bounce back over to Sxsw House just to wind it down after that before meeting that boy Abel at the Cozy Cannabis pop-up. Cozy Cannabis is a local company here in Austin, Texas. Keep in mind, everybody in this video is age 21 or older, and all these products are legal in the state of Texas. It was dope running into that boy Abel here. Had him come out and meet me there. Got him straight to the dab bar and got him served up with a fresh, hot dab. After that, it was almost time to wind down the night, so we pulled off to check out the last show, and we saw this pretty sick Ferrari pulling up on our way to German House, so I had to get a clip of that for you guys. Guys, it is yet another day here at South by Southwest, and we're once again out front of the Whataburger house. Where's Mario Judah?
Maybe he was in the submersible.
I'll take it for the video, thank you. Introduce yourself real quick to me, brother.
Hey, what's up? My name is Delaney. I'm a developer here in Austin, Texas. I made this game Fetch Quest. Thank you for playing it.
Yes, sir. It was a cool game. Thanks a lot. Of course, one of the best parts about South by Southwest is no matter where you're going, you find many pop-ups along the way.
I've never owned a weapon. I've been an activist for nonviolence for years.
On to the next activation, me and Hoser checked out a couple smaller pop-ups before making our way to Brazil House. At Brazil House, there is a legendary graffiti artist there. There was two legendary graffiti artists there, but I was actually lucky enough to have my jacket customized by Tico Canatao himself. Got his signature logo on the back of my jacket. Now, they were customizing hats here at this pop-up, but they did end up running out of hats midway through, so the two people here who were customizing your items, they said, hey, anything you have, whether it's a jacket, shoes, your phone, anything you give us, we will customize it from scratch with graffiti for you. So it's an awesome process to watch them start off from scratch here. Had a plain gray jacket. This is a jacket I've been taking to South by for many years, and we had him completely revamp it here for us at the pop-up. I had some blue and green Hokas on, and he must have saw them and understood the assignment, because man, it was a perfect match to my shoes. I even like how he put the crown on it. He wasn't doing that on everybody's logo, but he did it on mine and a few other people, so I really did like that small touch. That crown set it off right before he dropped his signature there on the top, and after that it was time to move on to the next activation. It was a very sick time to be had over here at Brazil House, and after that, of course, you know we did have to go check out that secret after party. Doesn't look like much now, but man, it got turned. Alrighty guys, so another long day yesterday, but let's go see if anything's happening at Australia House before we head back down south. Now, these events are definitely going to seem like they're rapid firing off at you, because they pretty much are. Every single day I go from anywhere between 10 to 20 events, and this is no exception. We started the day off here at Australia House before we went off to the Founders House. Founders House always has a great menu, some delicious drinks, and a great atmosphere to go ahead and kick back and get out of the sun for a little while and relax. Check out all the camera equipment they have here, because they did have some podcasts going on as well. Now right inside, Texas A&M had their pop-up. They had some customized bags from their students, and they had a wide selection of free assorted goodies you could grab. Right after that, I went on to Paramount, the Lodge. Now, I was rolling dolo this year. I don't know if y'all remember, but last year I had that boy Bulio with me at the Lodge, and it was always a great event, man. You get 2 free drink tickets, you get some free food. When you first walk into the Lodge, you got 4 floors over here at the Paramount. At the top, they had a foosball table, a ton of different photo ops, as you can see here. They had the Yellow Jackets downstairs. They had Dexter. They had a few different things, man. Paramount always has an awesome pop-up. Strongly recommend you guys check that out if you have the chance. Mingle was a pretty cool app for socialization that I saw it was from Korea, and they brought their way over to Austin, Texas. So I'm super happy to meet you guys and end up testing out your product here in Austin, Texas. The Pennsylvania house is where you saw this guy turning up. That was the last day here at Keystone. Then we made our way over to the Midwest house. The Midwest house has a ton of different panels every day. It was over there at In Cahoots, and that is a 3-stage venue. During South by Southwest, they open up all 3 stages so you have access to the entire bar. They had coffee, they had drinks, they had food. It's pretty much going to be a rinse and repeat at a lot of these events. You're going to see a lot of the same things and a lot of stuff that I will go back. Right after that, I ended up finding an Easter egg. And now South by does take place in March, a month before Easter, so it was interesting finding that. I had a chance to spin the wheel over at the JBL booth immediately after that, and I was just 1 slot away from winning a speaker. Super tragic. Did get a cool bandana though, I guess. But after that, it was time to make my way to Geothermal House. Their signature cocktails were actually some of my favorite. The beer wasn't the best, but the geothermal cocktail with the rock candy was pretty sick. For 2024, I spent 11 months out of the year in Asia, so of course I had to check out the Austin X Asia Summit. They had a bunch of different panels there and some good international food, finger bites for you to try. It was a long day, which made for another long night. Tonight was an absolutely awesome night. It was no exception for the rest. Luckily, I was able to get a good shot being part of the media here at the AFA showcase, where they had so many different great artists. But of course, the headliner for the night was Genuine. You had 3 great groups that were definitely my favorite. My top 3 performances of the night had to be Sex Pop, Ali and AJ, and of course, the man himself. The reason we came out to the show before we even knew the rest of the people that were playing, the headliner, that boy Genuine. Now, this showcase was actually held at Empire. Empire does have 2 stage spots, so we were checking out the indoor stage as well, and it was a totally different environment. It was more like a smoker sesh. It was all enclosed. It was pretty vibey, but you can see outside, it was a packed house, huge screen. I mean, I went all the way to the back to meet that boy Cole at the entrance, and you saw just how big of a crowd it was. This guy here, he was killing it on the guitar, and I really wish that I could share my audio with you guys, but unfortunately I can't, just because that is not allowed on YouTube due to the copyright restrictions. But guys, these guys rocked. I'm not even sure what the name of this specific band was that was playing right now, but the guy that you see doing a solo right now on his Les Paul, he also rocked out with Genuine at the end of the night and busted down and did a solo with him and his crew. It's a little bit out of order here because next on is when Sex Pop comes up. And man, just check out the Dan Electros they brought to the stage. Of course, being a musician myself, anytime you see some crazy out of the standard instruments pop up on the stage, you immediately have an appreciation from the group who's playing, because they're already doing it like no one else does. Whenever they stepped on the stage with Dan Electros, I hadn't even heard them, but I knew they were going to rock the entire house. Here's a couple shots from Ali and AJ. I mean, hey guys, if you grew up Disney Channel era, everybody knows who Ali and AJ is. So hey, it was pretty cool to see them. And right after that, the man himself stepped out into the stage. showing off. It was that boy Genuine. I had never seen a Genuine show before, so it was pretty cool to see his performance, man. He was definitely turning up on the stage over there. His crew brought the energy. I mean, it was an awesome, unforgettable moment where he just showed a ton of love to Austin, Texas, played a bunch of his top hits, and like I said, that guy who was playing with the guitar right there, soloing earlier, man, he even collaborated with Genuine and he was shredding on the stage. But like I said, his team brought the energy too. You can't knock his team because Genuine's guys, they knew how to play guitar too, man. He had a whole crew of amazingly talented artists, singers, guitar players, and of course you had the man himself over here soloing it down too. My Uber for the night.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it, man. There's the old Acorn over there.
Old Honda gang.
Yes, sir. Insert the meme here that we sent each other earlier today, and I was like, that's gonna be me when you come out to South by today.
It's like,
So,
come on, let's go.
cool. See you
Hell
next
yeah,
time,
dude.
bro. So I definitely lost track of the days at this point. South by is a 10-day experience, and it's about midway through now. But I decided to give you guys a look at the expo hall. Now, a ton of stuff goes on in this expo hall, and I was fortunate enough to reach out to Turkish Airlines and possibly secure a future collaboration between us in the future, so do stay tuned for that. Since we were at the exhibition hall, I did have to go ahead and get my hands on some of the latest and greatest, newest technology to go ahead and explore it and do some demos. I mean, the size of that drone was absolutely ridiculous, and there's a reminder for you that South by Southwest London is coming up fast this year. I had to check out one of those Rivians too because, you know, I never rode in a Rivian before, so today was going to be my first day and time to do so. We got straight over there to the Rivian booth and check out those guys already crawling. Now we got that nice blue SUV. You know, I'm a truck guy. I kind of did want to ride in the truck, but you can't be picky here. Either way, I did get a front seat and I was able to ride in the Rivian. How's your day been going?
It's great. I mean, I have an incredible job.
Yeah.
It's one of the best jobs in the world, I would think. You get to do this. You get paid for it.
You get to travel around to do this, or are you here in Austin?
No, I've actually traveled in from California. So
Okay,
I'm from
cool.
the Bay Area, California. I'm part of the service lab team with Rivian. We do a bunch of like service validations, time studies, and things like that. Well, here we can go up to 45 degrees safely, and
Nice.
we don't even get near that. But like this 27,
Yeah.
little baby downhill, and then we'll get a little sideways over here. Let's see, get in the 30s, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, there's 31. The Rivian just does it with such ease.
Yeah, definitely.
The traction control and the software is built into the systems, it just makes it super smooth and kind of a cheat code.
It was a super cool experience, guys, to say the very least. And now this is something they definitely do every single year. They did do the Hummers at the NASCAR event this year, earlier on in the year that I did film for you guys as well. And this was very similar to that activation, but of course it was fully sponsored and put on by Rivian with the Rivian vehicles. You can see it, guys. These things were no slouches. They were able to climb up any obstacle that was put in front of their way with pretty much effortless ease. They spun a little bit, but they climbed straight up there. After the next after party, I started my day off here at Stax. Now this is a local hype appeal clothing store. They have anything from Jordans, retro NASCAR tees, you got your Supreme and Babe stuff, a bunch of accessories and sunglasses. Here's a little walkthrough of the store, and that boy Daniel hooking it up for me. As always, I went ahead and got a pair of the Cherry 11s. That's a pair I've been wanting, and I hadn't had a chance to pick them up for a steal yet, so shout out to Stax on that one. After that, we linked up with that boy Enrique, Mike, and after that we saw Julio, but I had to go do some filming first at this set. Shout out to Lincoln as well. I met you here. I filmed your set. That boy Chico Fue as well. Another super solid dude. This house was packed with a ton of different artists. Had that boy Yoshi and his crew pop up with the Mad Dabber too. They didn't perform, but they just passed through to say hi to the boys. It was cool running in with y'all again here too. There goes that boy Lincoln. He definitely shut down the house. He was probably my favorite performer of the night, so I'm glad I was able to film for him. 5 feet.
Southwest.
Whee!
2025.
How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I came out here.
Be like this big dog right here. Hey man, show me the drip, man. Come on, what happened here? Okay. Some light. Damn.
Alright, my name is Julio.
Wait, what's the question?
What's the freakiest thing you ever did?
Okay. What's the question?
What's the freakiest thing you ever did?
I'm getting out the. Ain't no, that's the freakiest thing.
Hey, how you liking South by Southwest?
It's cool, it's lit. Artists is out here, it's popping. We friendly out here, it's cool.
Where you from?
I'm from here, Austin. It's my city. Y'all showing
I'm gonna
out.
tap in.
Tap in. What's your Instagram?
My name is Julio and I'm here with.
Montoya Finance, okay? Ooh,
Oh, nah.
that was not okay, okay? That was not okay.
Alright, question one is what's the freakiest thing you ever did?
If I had a female ass,
Question number two, where's the freakiest place you ever did?
in Dillard's dressing room.
Dealer's dressing room, that's crazy.
My junior year too, so I ain't gonna count.
Junior year. Oh. What brought you here to South by?
I be doing like cussing, like praise, interviews, skits, all types of stuff. I'm waiting on my homies. They taking all day to pull up.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Montoya Finance. Okay.
Last thing, can we get a 360 for the camera? Alright, my name is Julio and I'm here with.
Akira in Paris.
And we at South by 2025. What brought y'all here today?
We wanted to get drunk and turn.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And the first question is, what's the freakiest thing you ever did?
Bruh, like, okay, I get it, into the street interview. Like, you don't have anything a little more original? Come on!
Cut the camera.
Man, Julio behind the camera.
Come on, like what kind of question did you ask me?
Alright, my name is Julio. We're at South by Southwest 2025 and I'm here with.
Lenny,
Alright, Lenny, what brings you here to South by Southwest?
a bachelorette party. She's inside though.
Okay. We're gonna ask you a couple questions if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, bet. Question one is what was the last thing on earth that you would do if the world was gonna end today?
If the world was gonna end today,
Keep on laughing.
okay, sorry, I already forgot the
If
question.
the world was to end today, what would happen?
Alright,
What would you do?
What was the last thing you would
What
do?
was the last thing? I hope it didn't smoke a wood. What is it?
Yeah, no, go ahead. She can do it. Go ahead.
Hi guys, my name is E-Money. Nice to meet y'all, and this is now my YouTube channel. What's your name?
Man. Alright, I'm Julio. We're here in Austin at South by Southwest 2025 and I'm here with. Alright, Lenny, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, bet. Question one. Where's the freakiest thing you ever did it at?
The freakiest thing I did today?
No, where's
Just today. Hold on, let's get today.
where's the freakiest thing you ever did it at?
Hold the camera, dog. Sorry, man. This guy's crazy. What's your opinions on Julio first?
On Julio, he's cool. He just be catching me off guard, so I don't know.
All right. So my name's Jesse, and this is like the third time we asked you, but what's your name?
My name is Lenny.
So obviously we're at South by Southwest. He was trying to say, what's the freakiest thing you ever did?
The freakiest thing that I've ever done. Yeah, I don't like this question. Sorry.
It's okay. You ain't gotta turn up. You ain't gotta turn up like that.
No.
So, if the world was finna end, where would you go? Anywhere in the world.
I would probably go just visit my parents, honestly. I know that sounds kind of lame.
Where are they at though? Where are they at
But they'll probably be in Mexico. Yeah, so I'll probably go there.
though? Well, I appreciate your time. Sorry, Julio fumbled the bag so hard. No, you're
I
good.
gotta go party.
As you guys know, unfortunately, all great things must eventually come to an end, and this is the last weekend of South by Southwest for 2025. So we started the day off here at the 101X event. They did have cannabis drinks. They did have beatbox supplying the event as well. They had a bunch of different cool things you could do and get involved with. After that, we bounced off to a couple different cool events to go ahead and get a bite to eat. This doorman though, was giving me some trouble. Almost had to take him down, man. You didn't see the YouTube official badge? Wasting my time. This guy, that boy Enrique, caught me at the door, man. We went off to Peligrosa House after that just to meet up with a few people. And then that's when we headed off to the Fat Smoke Show of the Year. Got a sense of that because I can't put that on YouTube. But man, it was put on by that boy Sxsw. He is the best host for South by. Every single year he throws down. He had the free food, free drinks. He even bought people in the audience shots. Like I said, he had Grab Lab sponsoring the thing. You could see him right there. He was handing out woods to everybody, man. So if you ran through your papers, you already burned through all your grabs, mans was handing out papers off the stage. I really wish I could show you guys some of the tunes, because not only is it a Elite Smokers Club exclusive event, but he also always showcases some of the best artists of the time.
30-something shots. They free at the bar right now. Let's have a drink. Take your get shot. Take your shot, man.
After some free shots, courtesy of Sxsw, had to roll up and get straight back to the party. Antones kept it pumping, man. The lineup was insane. The artists were crazy. The talent of the lyricists and the intricate display of their talents was just amazing, man.
Don't you move a muscle. We just getting this shit going.
I do honestly have to admit, man, this is probably my favorite event of the year. He always has a wide variety of artists. Even had Trey and Zero out there before. I mean, Sxsw never disappoints. Anytime you see one of his shows during South by, or even not related to South by, just a regular one of his shows in Austin, man, you better pull up. You know it's about to be a Smokers Club exclusive. You know it's about to be a lot of fine, beautiful women in there. And you know you about to turn up on stage. It is a awesome time anytime you see a show from that boy Sxsw. All the artists he bring with him never disappoint. Ending that day off, you saw a lot of the police horses, and we got right back out there the next day, starting off at the three-legged dog party for the Austin Chronicle. Man, they had some killer funk and blues going on, man. The jams were immaculate here. This environment was great too. I mean, they had free tacos, they did have free non-alcoholic drinks, they did have free cannabis drinks. It was a nice place to just go in there, sit down, recharge, check out all the different pop-ups they do have to offer. Couldn't make any cannabis related purchases here at the pop-up, but you could support the Chronicle. You could support Austin Pets Alive. That is one of our local animal shelters that we have out here in Austin, Texas, that do as much as they can to help benefit the population of the homeless animals out here. Here's their table right here. Had a couple different crafts, and here you can see the Chronicle special car. Around that time, Enrique finally showed up downtown, and after I met up with him, we went down to this little convenience store pop-up. I mean, it smelled really good. They had karage, they had takoyaki, they had sake, and Enrique had never had sake, so we went ahead and got some sake, and no public alcohol consumption in the streets of Texas. So, you know, we had to down it right there on the spot before we started walking around. That way we weren't breaking any laws. Always got to adhere by the laws out here for South by. After that, we went to the Wiki House, and let me tell you guys, this is one of the most slept on events of the year, but it certainly shouldn't be. The food selection here is the best. Every single year, the salad bar is huge, the main courses are huge, they have so many different ethnicities of dishes, and they do even have desserts, so never sleep on Wiki House. A bunch of different airline companies, such as Fiji right here, were giving away free flight tickets. If you attended their concerts and you got lucky on the raffle, you had a chance to win a flight ticket. But nothing was really popping right there, so me and Bulio escaped over there to go smoke with Big X. Man, he was just chilling in the street, so I pulled up, sparked up, man. Had to smoke a little blunt right there in the street with X, man, just chilling. After that quick smoke break, I was walking back down to Empire when I saw the street drummer, man, and he was turning up, so go support him if you got the chance. I wish I could have played his soundtracks, but you know, the copyright stuff on YouTube nowadays, gotta adhere to them laws. Went over there back to AFA to see Sex Pop perform one more time, because like I said, guys, this is getting to the tail end of South by Southwest. We went to the smoke show, we saw AFA one last time, And this brings us to the last day. Now you guys saw a couple clips of Stacks a little bit further back when I was copping those Cherry 11s, but I had to come back because they were having a little pop-up as well, and you can tell the whole interior of their store is completely wiped out. They even had a DJ, they had some coolers with some free drinks on deck, and right next to the DJ booth I spotted this thing, man, a NOS Energy Kyle Busch Toyota racing jacket. Had to grab it before finishing off the night, catching out some of the last concerts. We saw one of my buddy Enrique's favorite bands that he met along the way. We went to go film from a couple of our buddies we met along the way. Big shout out to DJ Kingpin, saw Cody and Tony over there too, and of course the man of the hour was Vital.
Yes, what's good people? Everyone nice?
Yeah!
Listen, I'm from the UK, but I'm also Jamaican, yeah? So because I'm from the Caribbean, I've got a little bit of vibes with me.
Vital came in and completely killed the show, man. Big up to all the boys. Shout out to DJ Kingpin, Tony, Cody, and of course the man of the hour. That boy Vital came in and rocked it for the end of my South by. Now hopefully this is some subtle foreshadowing. South by Southwest 2025 London is happening this year in June. So hey man, God willing we'll be able to make it out there. But until then, I want to thank each and every one of you for making it to the end of my South by Southwest video. I'm going to fly back to Austin, Texas every single year to film this for you guys. And until next time, I'll be out this thing. Peace!